Implementing new standards is one of the key issues in the race for superintendent of public instruction. Cronkite News reporter Annalise Ortiz has been tracking this race. Annalise.
Yes, Megan. As you might know, Arizona consistently ranks low when it comes to education in comparison with other states. And with battles over education funding, growing teacher shortages, and of course those changes to public school standards, your vote for Superintendent of Public Instruction might be the most important one you cast.
We're steering children in directions.
Again, I'm not talking about now, and I'm not talking about going back. I'm talking about getting ready for the future.
The new voice of K-12 public education in Arizona will have a lot on their plate.
I'm not running for an office. I'm running for this office.
Democratic nominee for superintendent David Garcia is currently an education professor at ASU. The other candidate on the ballot, Republican Diane Douglas, would not talk with us on camera. To get her stance on the issues, we went back to the clean elections debate.
It's about a candidate who's been on the front lines of education.
Douglas is the former president of Peoria Unified School District's governing board. She's running on a campaign to stop Common Core, the controversial education standards that would establish consistent national standards for students.
It's not going to prepare our children the way it needs to.
Garcia says it's important to understand how Arizona schools stack up to other states, but he says that can't come from just a standardized test.
My plan is to incorporate measures that matter, real-world outcomes that get students ready for life after high school.
But neither of the candidates can have a plan without teachers.
If we want our best and brightest to come into teaching and to stay in teaching, we need to let our teachers teach. This heavy emphasis on multiple choice standardized tests, in my opinion, means that our classrooms have gotten more and more boxed in.
I think we have to look at a compensation system that compensates our teachers not just for being in a classroom for so many years.
And they can't have a plan without money.
What we need to talk about is what's really important in education funding, and that's finding a new way to get money into education without further burdening our taxpayers.
There is a lot of tough decisions to make in the next legislative session in order to make those $317 million, bring that to fruition. And that's the first place we focus, is making sure that it's going to be invested in public schools to begin with.
An investment that will directly affect our children and our future. Again, I reached out to Diane Douglas several times, but she declined to interview on camera. Now, Arizona is one of just 13 states in which the superintendent position is an elected position. And David Garcia says it's concerning that it's been such a long time since we've had an actual educator hold that position. Live in downtown Phoenix, Annalise Ortiz, Cronkite News.